Okay, in this video, I'm going to explore the toll-free tech support scam from 1-844-845-4227. Anyway, here we are at emailsupportweb.com, which on at least one computer that I know of has popped up as the home page, taken over their browser's homepage, and this whole message here pops up. In fact, on a Windows machine, it doesn't scroll like this. It shows up like a system dialog. It looks a bit more official, as it were. And anyway, you get this whole thing: debug malware error rate 95 system 32 exe failure, blah blah blah, right? And the essential thing is that they want you to contact Windows Live technicians at, and then it gives you the number. So I did a little video already about how to take this off your browser's home page, and how to reset Firefox, a couple of other things. I showed a few malware software, free malware software options that you have for cleaning up anything that might have come along with this. On that computer, I didn't actually find an infection per se, other than the home page was hijacked. But I did want to just do more of an overview on how this is actually a scam and how we know that it is. So the first big hint, of course, is that this is all in a browser. It has nothing to do with your system. So there is no debug malware or whatever. This is just a pop-up from the web page. So, if I click OK to that, it just pops up again, which again is a sign of an unfriendly page. If there's a normal pop-up, a bit of information that on a website, when you click OK, it goes away and that's it, right? You've read it, you've said OK, it's done. This wants to be persistent and just stay in your face, hoping you'll call this number. Happily, on this browser, we have a little prevent this page from creating additional dialogues option, which I can check off, and I can click OK. But what that brings us to is an emulation of the Windows blue screen of death, right? Same background color, same kind of a error format, right? You get a big, ugly, deep, error number with some kind of a "this is what's wrong with your machine" text thing with it, complete with underscores, right? And blah blah blah. Windows health is critical. Keep in mind that the browser that I'm on right now is not even on a Windows machine. Okay, so this is a little virtual machine running some flavor of Linux, Unix, or whatever. It's called a browser appliance, right? So really, if I shrink this down here, this is what we have. So I don't even know what this system is. Technically the actual name of it, but it's a browser appliance. All I use it for is to check out dangerous web pages like this, so that I don't have to actually put my Windows machine at risk, right? You can run browser appliances, by the way, with VMware Player or VMware Workstation. Great software you should hook into if you want to run other operating systems in a window on whatever operating system that you happen to be using. Anyway, so here we go. This is all just pretend stuff, right? This is trying to get you to call this number, and then they're going to be, quote, helpful, unquote, and get rid of this page, I'm assuming, and the so-called clean up your machine, and they'll it's similar scams I know charge, usually they try and get around $300 from you, right? And they get your credit card information and your name and your address, and these aren't nice people, so you got to worry about identity theft and the fact that they're going to ask to get remotely into your computer, and God only knows what they can slip in when they're doing that. So absolutely do not call this number, right? So now the website is emailsupportweb.com. So I thought I'd check that out. And one way of checking out a website is you go to Google and you put site : and then the domain name, okay? Which gives us a whole bunch of other pages that we don't have access to from the so-called home page here. But we can click on those, and here's one of them, right? So things I've explored here: help at supporthub.com. Supporthub.com, I mean, there's a space here, but I can easily take that out, right? type in supporthub.com and you get an error. Okay, that domain is just defunct, probably because it's been shut down by the police or somebody in charge that knows that they've been scamming people. Now at the top, there's a different email address, right? This is a sign of these kinds of inconsistencies are a sign of the that you can't trust a website, of course. So technicalhelpcenter.com. I think I have a link somewhere for that. Yeah, here we go. technicalhelpcenter.com. So blah blah blah. Now it's a different phone number, okay? But it's all the same thing. And if you say, disclaimer, we are an independent software technical support service, etc., etc. I highly doubt, I would be shocked if this is actually a Better Business accredited business. It's something I haven't explicitly checked out at this point. Microsoft partner, I laugh to think so. They're trying to sell some stuff here. This is probably through some kind of an affiliate program where they will get a kickback if you actually make a purchase. Or they're just going to take your credit card number and the money and maybe send you a product, maybe send you a virus-ridden product. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is a scam. If you search on this number here, look at here's page 2 of results. Okay, let's go to page 1. Okay, so On-Demand Tech is an independent software. Okay, so they call themselves On-Demand Tech. They also call themselves iTech Clean, same phone number, right? And these are other things. iTech 360, right? So you got all these. What would you call them? Fronts. Okay, all these fronts for the business of trying to scam you, right? And I bet if I go on YouTube, because I know with the other number there's a bunch of crap on there with. So, oh, actually not. Okay, so let's look at the original number here. So. Okay, so because I did do a search on the original number from the first homepage there on YouTube, and they're like, Gmail customer support, right? Here's the video that I did earlier, remove from the homepage, this whole thing. Gmail password, Intuit, which is a finance software, right? So they're claiming to be tech support for Gmail, for Intuit, right? Anyone else? I guess Gmail is pretty popular. Support for MSN. There we go. Now they're giving MSN support. I'm sure that MSN is not happy with this, right? So they have all these friendly looking little ads, and of course they want you to go ahead and click through. So I don't know that there's any voice here. I know one of the descriptions actually gave prices and stuff. You can get a year free, not free, a year of technical assistance for so much, blah blah blah. Anyway, do not call either of these numbers, and just be very careful at any point when your computer is prompting you to contact somebody that you don't know. Right? You want to always contact, like if you want help from Microsoft, go to Microsoft.com, right? If you want help from Intuit, you go to Intuit and, Intuit.com or .ca or wherever, and you get their technical support directly, right? Paying somebody else or allowing somebody else to scam you for money and pretend there's other issues with your computer, it's just going to get you in trouble, right? And you have to be very aware that when somebody connects to your computer, a couple of clicks that you are go too fast for you to notice, doing something, they can mask things, they can make it look like they're installing, say, the latest version of Skype, but rolled up with that package, they could have trojans, whatever they want, right? And all of that could be installing uh, non-visually in the background. So be careful out there. This whole thing is just a ruse trying to trick you. And let me know in the comments what your experience was, and whether or not you actually got a virus infection or whether it was just sort of this random browser redirect, hijack, obfuscation, confusion thing. Thanks for watching. Take care.